Shabbat shalom, everyone. I hope you've had a great week. It's very exciting. We're starting back at the beginning of the Torah. We're back in Bereshit in Genesis. As we saw later in the Torah, we have fewer narrative stories. We have fewer characters being introduced. It's kind of more a lot of laws and then recounting what's already happened. But when we get back to the beginning of the Torah in Genesis, it's always so exciting because the most famous stories that we know from the Torah are from these first few parshiot. So the most famous things that happen in this parsha are 1, the creation of the universe; 2, the creation of humankind; and 3, the emergence of Cain and Abel. So we'll start with the emergence of humankind. So God creates the heavens and the earth. The waters are split from the heavens. Vegetation arrives, animals arrive, and then on the afternoon of the 6th day of creation, God creates man, or humankind, if you will. God doesn't create Adam. God creates Ha-Adam, which is distinct from the name Adam. In modern Hebrew, Adam means like mankind, not just the name of someone. So God creates this creature called Ha-Adam. The Hebrew is a little bit confusing though, because if this common conception that Adam is the first creature and then Eve is created from his rib, it doesn't really make sense. So I'll read you the Hebrew. So the English goes, "And God created man in his image. In the image of God he created him. Male and female he created them. Uvara Elohim et ha'adam betzelmo, betzelem Elohim, in the image of God, bara oto, he created him. Zachar unekeva bara otam, male and female, he created them." So who's plural here? Are there multiple people here? In this situation, yes. Ha'adam is 2 people back to back fused together, is a male and female creation. Ha'adam is its own thing, separate from Adam and separate from Chava. So God decides that Adam is, it's not good for Adam to be alone, so he makes a helper against him. That's what the Hebrew is, ezer kenegdo. So Eve is created, Chava is created, but not from Adam's rib, as we commonly hear. She is created from Adam's side, one of Adam's sides, meaning that Ha-Adam was this equal creature, and split down the middle, it became Adam and Chava, Adam and Eve. So this also is a nice backing of the fact that men and women were created equal. That's true. They were split from one singular being and now exist on their own. This idea of being this creature that's back to back, that's, this one whole together, also is a really nice idea about soulmates, that you're always looking for the creature that completes your Ha-Adam, that together you can be the epitome of humankind, which is a really nice idea. So then the next part of the story, Chava exists. God tells Adam originally, you can eat anything in the Garden of Eden, but don't eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, the Eitz Hadat Tov V'Ra. So easy enough. There's only one thing you have to do, Adam. You shouldn't do it. Well, a serpent shows up, a nachash, snake, shows up and tempts Eve into eating from the tree. So Eve eats from the tree and realizes that it's great to have knowledge. And so she shares it with Adam, and Adam obliges. And so they both eat from the tree of knowledge. And suddenly their eyes are opened. Haven't their eyes already been open? We'll come back to that. Suddenly their eyes are open and they realize that they are naked. Okay, well, if their eyes were already open and they suddenly realize they're naked, what is happening here? Something really, really interesting is happening. Essentially, before they ate from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, Adam and Eve were just these pure human beings that only saw into the essences of each other. They didn't see physicality. Before they ate from the tree of knowledge, they didn't have shame, because what was there to be shameful about? You can see someone for their essence, so who cares if they're wearing clothes or not? Being naked, that wasn't embarrassing to them, because they were seeing each other for who they really were. That's how Adam named all the animals. He saw into their essences. And so when Adam and Eve ate from the tree of knowledge, suddenly they had shame. So let's think about this word. Okay, so the word for shame in Hebrew is busha. So if you say busha lo or lo busha, he has shame. Okay, do you know the word for to dress? The word for to dress is lavesh. Lo busha, busha lo, lavesh. They're connected. We wear clothing because we have shame, because now we have the curse of not being able to see into each other's essences. We can just see our physicality. So something to really aspire to, that Adam and Eve only saw the trueness beyond the physicality of people, of animals that they met. So it's important for us all to remember that. Are you someone who can see people's auras? Are you someone who can sense people's energy? Because if so, maybe it's because you have the remnant of this idea of seeing past people's physicality into who they truly are. I also want to revert back to the beginning and share another idea that I think is really special. So Adam was actually not created in the Garden of Eden, in Gan Eden. Adam was created outside of the Garden of Eden. The Chizkuni teaches that Adam was created outside of the Garden of Eden so that he would have an idea of what the world was outside, that he would appreciate the context of knowing that the world isn't as beautiful as Gan Eden, but I get to live in Gan Eden. So we have to think about this. Our whole life is context. We are the only ones who have context of our own lives. When we're in situations, what we should do to feel better about them is to compare them contextually to experiences that we've had before. So just like Adam was shown the outside before he got to see the beautiful, beautiful, wonderful Gan Eden, so will we. Times in our lives when we're struggling, it's just that we're simply outside the Garden of Eden and we're soon to be crossing over. Thank you so much. Shabbat shalom. Please let me know if you have any questions and have a great weekend.